Hi everybody. It has been a minute. I I have been really busy with everything, and I do not. Um, I mean, it's a busy life. I used to have like a lot of time for myself, and now these days I just occupy my life with just work and just daily life stuff. Before, in my first months, I would spend my time just thinking about makeup, outfits, and things like that. What I needed, what I don't, and you'll see that as time goes by, that your mentality starts to change. You start deviating from the because it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody. The fact that everybody wants to feel cute, sexy, and all that kind of shit. And as you grow older, you just want to be comfortable. You want to. You don't want to think about too much about what is happening um, uh, with the limitations on your body and things like that. And then you start to adapt to what you got. And if somebody actually older would have told me that it was going to be like this, it would have been so much easier, because I spent my first years like just chasing the unattainable, chasing things that I couldn't change, and I had false expectations of my transition. Uh, there was no real sort of uh, baseline to being able to prepare myself for what it was going to be next. And again, I mean, everybody starts with, oh, I want to look cute, I want to look this, I don't want to be clocked, I don't want to be like this, I have to wear like this, I have to behave like this and stuff like that. And then you become so self-aware about everything that you do not really enjoy your transition, you really don't enjoy your time being. And it is extremely important for you to really enjoy every single part of your transition, because it is not a you see, transition finishes when you feel comfortable within your own skin. For some girls, will never arrive because they have false expectations, they have a false sense of reality. And the sooner that you start, that you will be able to come to terms to the fact that I have limitations. If you're not able to have any surgeries and stuff like that, it's not the end of the world. Believe me. I haven't had a single surgery, um, and I it's this is me, and I'm old enough to really stop caring about how everybody else thinks. If you occupy your time thinking or having too much importance to whatever everybody else says about you, you will never be happy. You will never be happy. The moment that you start giving a damn about what everybody thinks about you, you will start living your life to the fullest. I go out to the street and do my own thing. Um, there's not that much of um, thing that really occupies my mind, other than basically just my voice. That is one. That is one thing that is always on the back of my mind. But also, I'm getting older, so your voice starts changing um, and COVID affected me a lot. I got COVID 5 times, and it was, and I had it 5 times just because I was the type of work that I was doing. I couldn't I couldn't stop working, and so COVID affected me greatly, and I but even now I really don't pay that much attention to my voice. Really, I mean, if you like it, that's great. If you don't, guess what? I don't give a fuck. And that's the thing, is that I do try to actually like get better at it and stuff like that. There's always room for improvement, obviously. I'm not saying that just like once you become older, you become slob, or just or really stop trying. No, I'm just, and right. For example, right now I don't have any makeup, and because it is not comfortable anymore. It is not comfortable anymore. It's not. I. It's another thing that I have to spend time removing. And I know that a lot of women actually out there, I really love makeup, and I'm just not good at it. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't wear it that much. But I I do try to to get better in a personal level. If I was a bad friend before, I try to be better now. If I was a bad employee, I try to be better now, obviously. And as a person, you always have to strive to be a better person, but you really have to stop thinking, or stop really um, stop really thinking about what everybody. Don't worry about everybody else thinks about you, because there's always going to be haters. Taylor Swift said it right. Haters are going to hate, and you have to shake it. And that's the thing. That's the reality. Is that if I stop bringing attention to every single transphobic message out there, or try to make somebody else change online, while I know clearly that they're not going to change, that too, they really don't give a fuck about anything about you. Everything has to do with their hate. And that's their point. So if whenever something like that happens, you have to stop and paying attention to those trolls and wasting time, wasting energy, because it's not worth it. I've seen so many girls out there that went into a really deep state of depression because they kept on just they kept on playing uh, the savior. Oh, I'm gonna teach somebody else about being transgender, whether they like it or not. Don't. If they have questions, they can ask questions. Don't go out there and then just try to shove it onto somebody else's face, because that's what everybody else thinks that we're doing, even though it is not. But if you start thinking and saying like, oh, what you just said is transphobic. No, no, they don't. Sometimes they don't even think about that. They just say something just because it's misogynistic in nature. And then you take that attack and make it your own pain, and try to make something out of it. Not everything means something. Not everything means something. And that's where you have to start maturing. This is the way that, like I wish somebody would have told me, um, in the very very early stages, and I would have saved so much fucking time and so much fucking energy, just because somebody would have told me, hey, you know what, just don't pay attention to those motherfuckers. Just don't pay attention to them. It is not worth it. It is not worth it. And guess what? It wasn't worth it. All that wasted time, all that frustration, it only resides in you. Because guess what? The troll out there really doesn't care about who brings down. The intention is to bring somebody down. If it is you, you're fucked. And if it is somebody else, there are two. And remember, a lot of people say a lot of hurtful things online, but the moment they're in front of you, let's see if they can say the same goddamn fucking thing. And that's the thing, is that not everybody says like, oh yeah, 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 I will tell you that on your face. They probably see me on the street and they will not be able to recognize me, or even think like, well, that's trans. Obviously right now you say like, oh yeah, she's trans, I can tell by this and this and that. Yeah, but the same motherfuckers, there are the same people that will misgender a cisgender woman and say that they're transgender, because apparently they have everything else figured out. It's it's just stupidity. So don't waste your time. As you evolve, you will start to see like, you at first you behave like a teenager, even if you transition later in life, that you act like a teenager, and then go through your drunken state, because you're able to drink, and then you become an adult, and then you stop thinking about, oh, I need to look cute, oh, I need to do this, I need to do things sexy, I need to do these things. And then you start worrying, and then you worry about work, you worry about your friends, and you worry about your family if there's any. I and that's it. And that's your circle of influence. And times are changing, and I hope that the younger generations actually will look to the older generations and elevate the the lifetime span that we have, because the odds are against us, unfortunately. Whether it's political violence, whether it's just uh, sexual violence, or whether it is just uh, religious violence, we are going against the odds. And every year, it seems like I age way faster what I did when I was not trans. I mature in many different ways way faster uh, than even my peers of my own age. And society shapes you, whether you like it or not. Society shapes you, and I hope that you are able to turn to older generations for guidance, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I had the opportunity of later in life, in the last few years, um, to have like more like older transgender women in my life, and I would ask the questions that really matter. What is it? What is it that you occupy your mind the most? And they always told me it's like it's just work or something else, but it has nothing to do with their transition or whether they are going to achieve their full transition or not. I I was doing this as a live just because of the fact that I don't have. I mean, this channel is non-scripted, and I just have a particular subject, and I work with it as I go. And it has been a hot minute since I have been online, and that only tells you how much more I have to worry than making videos. And I hope that this video actually gets to a young person that is actually transitioning, and for you to realize that, again, the moment that you start not giving a damn about what others think, it's gonna make your life so much easier. You will be able to unlock that confidence that comes by just flying stealth, kind of thing. And not because I'm flying stealth, that means that I am not going to participate on transgender issues or being an advocate for my community. No, it doesn't. I have an obligation to my community. I have an obligation to every single person out there that has gone before me, so I can return the favor to future generations. And your responsibility is to return that favor as well. Our parents, they were never told on how to treat us or what to expect or what not to expect. And they were flying in just in the dark, in the middle of the night, no lights, no radar, no nothing. They're flying in the dark. And for some parents, they did the best that they could. And if it is your mission to actually enlighten other parents how to treat their transgender children, and I'm saying children because it's like less than 17, less than 18 years old, and that, yeah, no, 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 there is no transgender surgeries. Do you think that a hospital and a doctor would be that fucking stupid? These people think that a minor can go to a hospital and say, here's $5, get me a surgery. It's fucking stupidity. This is how stupid the whole argument is. Sometimes people that have the proper documentation and have the right coverage, they still have difficulties getting a surgery done. Do you think that anything that is such as elective, like a transgender surgery, it would make less of an impact? The, every single argument that is made about transgenders, it is based out of ignorance, it is based out of fear, and most of the people that make this type of accusations and arguments. They heard from somebody else that somebody else said that this, but they have never been or been able to even talk to somebody that knows. And they don't care. Only thing that they care is the fact that they're able just to shit on somebody else's parade. That's the only thing that they care. I hope that this political uh, trouble goes away at one point. We have been here before, but not quite like this. So I'm telling you, it is scary. And if it is necessary, go ahead and get your passport. It doesn't matter if it has gender marker, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. What it matters is that you can have one. And then make a backup plan. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. So I hope that this video finds you well, and it is scary out there. I get it. And just remember what Nazi Germany did in 1930s, because they are following everything to the dot of the I. So that's why I say, have a backup plan, get your passport, and have a backup plan. I'm not saying this lightly. I don't want to alarm you, but I have to be realistic. If you can, get your passport. If you can't, make a backup plan with your friends. Save money, save money, save money. Things are gonna get pretty tight. So again, we have been here before, but not quite like this. If you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and reach me. You can go to my profile, and you can have a access to my information, and you can communicate with me. If you want me to talk about something, let me know. I'm here to enlighten some to some degree, somebody that will be able to make a difference on somebody else's life. So anyways, I gotta go. I gotta start making food, making dinner. And yeah, as I grow older, actually, I really like cooking. And I'm getting really fucking good at it. Shit. All right, guys. Have a beautiful day. And again, have a backup plan. Brace for the worst and hope for the best.